Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Solar Fire Dragon Nation of our new Avalon, risen. Happy solar eclipse and super new moon in Aries the Ram. After the major X-class solar flare yesterday, our local Solaris continues to inundate and surround Gaia and all her children of the sun with massive waves of adamantine light, releasing another 14 C-class solar flares today and a trinity of M-class flares, with the most powerful maxing at M1.91 at 2300 UTC. We also witness multiple pillars of white light on the Schumann charts today as Mother Earth's heartbeat reached amplitudes of 20 Hz, 21 Hz, 22 Hz, and a big blast of white light at 29 Hz. Fifth dimensional energetics fully anchored into the crystalline core of Pachamama and rising. The holy fire of the divine masculine merges with the holy water of the divine feminine, in divine union of the yin with the yang. The eagle of the north of knowledge flies with the condor of the south of wisdom, as heart and mind become one within our living pure ones of the new Eden manifestation. Through this final eclipse gateway of this corridor, we initiate the catalyst for our great shift of the ages and make our quantum leap into our new 5D heaven upon the new earth. A'ho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, Keen 47, Blue Galactic Hand of our Universal Alliance of Light with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end, where we release a powerful prayer for the solar eclipse and new supermoon in Aries. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And now we continue with Divine Star of the Light Raylene Brady. Seismic tectonic power plants enlivening the plasma magnets of the great heliacal path. Solar Tor flashpoints, exciting star dragon nodes, scalar star ignition points now online. And today from Divine Star of the Light Julia, Arcturian Hathor Contreras. The great shift is no longer approaching, it is here. The recent solar eclipse marked the culmination and ignition of a profound transformation. From my lanai in Hawaii, the sky turned a mystical shade of purple, and the sun pulsed with radiant energy for nearly 10 minutes. It was a cosmic signal. The gateway has opened. A powerful influx of frequencies is now pouring in, preparing us for what lies ahead. This is a pivotal moment. A choice must be made. Will you be swept into the noise of chaos and crumbling systems, or will you rise, claim your mantle, and walk fully in your divine power? The timelines are accelerating. Light is intensifying. New frequencies are birthing fresh paths and possibilities. This is not just a shift, it is a sacred convergence. The planetary alignments are unlike anything we've ever seen, written in the stars and foretold by the ancients. We are the ones they spoke of. We are the ones who chose to be here. And today from Divine Star of the Light Georgina Beament. Ready or not, it's all happening now. Solar eclipse, new moon, and it's the very fiery, passionate Aries, who love working independently in new ways. Crashing endings, tower movement, new era, here we are. Can you feel the immense amount of energy rising within all your cells? My body is twitching like crazy. This new moon and Aries eclipse is going to lift everything into a brand new level. Massive things will end, old doors will close, and we are moving into a brand new time on all levels. If your relationships feel different with those around you, it's because it is meant to happen. Use this energy to your advantage. What is meant to go will do in a banging way. Whatever is leaving you, let it. After the new moon eclipse, the next day, Neptune moves into 0 degrees and enters Aries. This hasn't happened in 160 years. This is massive, everyone. We are furthermore being pushed into the unknown. It is such an exciting time, especially when you move your mind from fear consciousness into trust and faith in your own flow. Deep breaths, everyone, deep breaths. We are going where we have never been before. Let it happen. Everything is on cue. It really is. From EssentialMBS.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light Blue Rose Oracles. On March 29th, we enter a sacred gateway of a new supermoon solar eclipse, one of the most potent alignments of 2025. This is not just an eclipse. It is a soul-stirring, heart-awakening portal of remembrance and rebirth. The supermoon, drawn intimately close to Earth, merges with the sun's golden radiance, disappearing into its divine embrace. For a moment, light and shadow entwine in holy union, dissolving illusion and birthing new templates. In this still point between worlds, a quantum recoding occurs. The sun is gently veiled, and in this pause, the celestial silence, the universe offers you an invitation to release the versions of self that no longer resonate with your highest frequency, and to reclaim the sovereign light encoded within you. This eclipse is an alchemical womb, a sacred crucible of cosmic fire. You are the medicine, you are the alchemist, and you are being called to rise from the ashes of the old, reborn, retuned, and realigned with the divine essence of who you truly are. We are moving through a powerful collective completion, as the final echoes of the Piscean Age and the Kali Yuga dissolve into a higher spiral of energy. A new cycle is emerging, guided by crystalline light and divine fire. This is a quantum timeline shift, activating a new template rooted in sovereignty, authenticity, unity, and higher consciousness. You may feel this shift in your physical and energetic body tingles, heat, emotional surges, or electric pulses through the nervous system. These are light-coded activations, awakening the sacred architecture within. Old patterns may rise to be seen and released. The body is recalibrating. The mind is softening. Your higher consciousness is integrating. This is the ignition of your divine blueprint, an ancient fire reawakening within you. Your original soul design is activating, anchoring through your being as crystalline light, guiding you home to all you came here to embody. And today from Order of the Star, calling all angels. During the solar eclipse on March 29th, exactly at 11:21 a.m. UTC, the light forces will send a flash of light through the planetary energy grid that will activate all planetary dragon ley lines and the goddess Atlantean equator ley line. Together we can make a difference and manifest a better future and new world. Victory of the light. And today from Divine Star of the Light Shay from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 3/29/25. March has opened what was closed, revealed what was hidden, and highlighted what needs our attention. It did what it intended, regardless of position or privilege. Some are freer and more enlightened now. Others can be if they wish. Today tells us that freedom lies in our perspective. Those who mourn a changing world can't be easily untangled from its influence, and will try to create from that level. Those who remember that nothing is permanent, and what doesn't evolve and grow will stagnate or die, will learn from the past and plant a new garden beneath a clearer sky. Light dispels darkness, and there is plenty for everyone. And today from Divine Sister of the Elade DATtoNne sing Isis channelings. The Sacrificial altar of the final Aries solar eclipse, March 29th. So what aspect of love, desire, is getting eclipsed out of your life now? What closely held dreams, hopes, especially associated with intimate, close relationships, are you placing at the sacrificial altar of this Aries solar eclipse? Because Venus Inanna, the divine feminine principle, rises in the brand new avatar of Pisces Aries, meta-goddess, goddess of self-love and higher unconditional spiritual love, on the same day as the last solar eclipse, on the me first versus we first relationship axis, and Mars, the divine masculine principle, ruler of Aries, is learning some hard, uncomfortable soul lessons in Cancer conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. Something's gotta give. Perhaps an undisclosed hope or dream you have been clinging onto for the past 2 years, or a core belief around love, self-worth, and core values that you've been carrying around for lifetime after lifetime, that is negatively impacting your abundance, joy, and relationships, or repeated patterns of abandonment, betrayal, and close connections, forbidden love, lack of reciprocity. I was also shown the higher star seed aspects, particularly the blue ray aspects coming through this gateway, bringing healing and restoration and a recalibration of our soul blueprint as we are ready to complete this eclipse gateway of metamorphosis, transformation, to come into greater alignment with our soul purpose in this incarnation. Are you sleeping more? Is your body now requiring deep rest and restoration, as opposed to the sleeplessness invoked by the lunar full moon eclipse purification gateway? It's because this is actually a deeply healing gateway, as the house of Aries in your natal chart is being cleared out. You can expect flu symptoms as we burn old karmic contracts and patterns, for brand new beginnings with both Neptune and Saturn moving into Aries post-eclipse. That is, Saturn will now bring in the solid foundations to bring into reality the higher, more expansive, soul-desiring, and previous elusive dream, desire, that Neptune, moving into Aries after 165 years, can now birth. What goals do you envision for yourself in the coming future, especially related to embodiment of higher spiritual consciousness, while embodying the very material joys only physical incarnation allows? What repeated patterns, beliefs, values are now begging to be released and let go of, so that the former may attain actualization? Wish you a blessed and healing solar eclipse. May your faith be bigger than your fears. May your dreams be bigger than your doubts. Sake na, from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. From Divine Brother of the Light, James William Collar. The Great Awakening, the solar eclipse of March 29th, 2025. There are moments in time that serve as cosmic doorways, opportunities for those with open hearts and willing souls to step beyond the illusion and into the vast, infinite light of truth. The solar eclipse on March 29th, 2025 is one such moment. It is not just an astronomical event, it is a profound spiritual marker, a celestial alignment that signals the great shift unfolding within humanity. The eclipse, a reflection of the inner and outer transformation. An eclipse is a dance of light and shadow. The sun, the giver of life, is momentarily obscured, casting a great darkness upon the world, only to emerge again, even brighter than before. Is this not the very journey of the human soul? Is this not the path of awakening, where we must first pass through the veil of darkness, face the hidden aspects of ourselves, and emerge transformed? This eclipse signifies the dissolution of illusions, the false constructs that have held humanity captive, the lies, the systems of control, the programming that has blinded the masses, will not withstand the cosmic shift that is accelerating. The shadow that will temporarily cover the sun mirrors the shadow within humanity, and for those who are ready, it will be an initiation into a higher state of consciousness, a call to the awakening soul. As the eclipse moves across the sky, something stirs deep within every human being, even those who are unaware. Those who have resisted the call of truth will feel a shift in the core of their being. The veil thins, and for a brief moment the illusion flickers, allowing the light of divine consciousness to break through. 144 flowing in. This is the moment of choice. Will you cling to the shadows of the old world, or will you step into the new? The energy of this eclipse does not force, it invites. It whispers to the heart and calls to the soul. Awaken. Remember who you are. The time of slumber is over. The unfolding shift, a time of acceleration. With this eclipse, the world will feel a great acceleration. The changes that have been stirring beneath the surface will rise rapidly. Those who have felt lost will begin to remember. Those who have been seeking will find their path illuminated, and those who have long carried the torch of wisdom will see the seeds they have planted begin to bloom. Expect the unexpected. Truths long buried will surface. Structures built on deception will continue to crumble. The division that has been sown into humanity will begin to unravel, not because of more conflict, but because the light of understanding will grow too strong to ignore. Many will experience an expansion of consciousness, heightened intuition, deeper connection to the universe, and a profound inner knowing that something greater is at work. This is not just a cosmic event, it is a spiritual initiation for those ready to receive it. The message of the eclipse, a return to divine order. The solar eclipse is a sacred reminder that the cycles of the universe move with divine precision. Just as the sun and moon align perfectly, so too is the unfolding of this great shift not random, but orchestrated, a calling back to divine order. This is the beginning of the great reconciliation, the rebalancing of forces, and the return of sovereign consciousness to all who are ready to embrace it. The old world will not let go easily, but the tides have turned. The light is rising. What can you do? As this eclipse approaches, prepare yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Be still, spend time in silence, listen within, let the cosmic energies speak to you. Let go, release old fears, grudges, and limiting beliefs. They cannot pass through this gateway with you. Open your heart. The shift is not about intellect alone. It is a deep soul-level awakening. Stand in truth. The illusions will try to pull you back into fear. Do not waver. Connect. You are not alone. The awakening is global. Seek those who see beyond the veil. The dawn after darkness. As the eclipse passes and the sun emerges once more, so too will we emerge renewed, realigned, and reborn. This is the path of the soul, the journey of awakening. The darkness does not last. It is only a passageway to greater light. The solar eclipse of March 29, 2025 is a sacred signpost on the road to humanity's evolution. It is an invitation, a calling, a cosmic reminder that the shift is not coming, it is here. The question is, are you ready to step into the light? From Divine Sister of the Light Natalia Alba, beloved ones, we are witnessing the beginning of the end of an old era represented by Piscean energies, the end of the soul and mental slavery in which many have been submitted since humanity exists, the end of the old us, the end of an old world and timeline, an end that introduces a new beginning, a new dawn of freedom, spiritual sovereignty, and soul remembrance. where we are in charge of our consciousness, thoughts, feelings, and lives, for we are becoming what we were made to be, divine, sovereign beings. We have been fighting for mental and soul liberation for more than many of us can remember. For many of us, if not the majority, have done this inner soul planetary work before. You have incarnated in many dimensions, in many different centuries, trying to change old ways of thinking and being that damaged humanity for so long. In 2017, we saw the light. We saw the change that we have been anchoring in ourselves and the planet for all these years. We felt the shift in the air, and with it, hope for humanity to live as empowered, free beings. The predecessor of this planetary shift, the solar eclipse in Aries, which introduces the change that Neptune moving from Pisces to Aries is making on March 30th, will be key for all of us to recalibrate our personal energies, current soul and human trajectory and timeline, and above all, stabilizing our energy, light body, and personal choices. The solar eclipse in Aries, conjunct the North Node in Pisces, reminds us that we are moving forward in our spiritual journey, never backward, as there is nothing ever retrograde within creation, whether a planet or our evolution. There is only constant change and movement forward, an eclipse that reminds us of the infinite possibilities that are there for us if we focus on what can be built, not on what is being dissolved. The Aries solar eclipse is also conjunct Mercury retrograde in Aries, although briefly, as after the eclipse will be back in Pisces, together with Venus, too, in slow motion, for those who resonate with retrogrades. These events surrounding the eclipse invite us to pause for a moment, rather than being impulsive, discerning where we are going, the frequency we currently hold, and making any changes necessary to continue our desired trajectory. This eclipse provides us with the resilience and determination required to continue with our desired path, despite the challenges we may be undergoing, as we knew when we came here that this was going to be an adventure, but also a challenge to trigger the necessary shift within ourselves, to awaken our consciousness and remember who we are. With Neptune in Pisces, the planet of spirituality, dreams, and illusion, we embrace our shadows and become integrated beings by healing, activating, and unifying our polarities, healing years of karmic ties and miasma, perfectionating our light bodies, and recognizing our divinity. Neptune in Pisces has signified a great shift in the collective consciousness like never before in our human history. It is now that we are aware of who we are, that we move into Aries, more empowered, sovereign, and free to choose our new destination. For it is with Aries that we finally start anew, but this time knowing our power and wisdom, for we have risen from the ashes of the old while we dwelled in Pisces, to rebirth as illumined beings. We are crossing the threshold into a stabilizing and revealing passage with the solar eclipse in Aries, a portal that many of you are being brave to cross at this time of great transition for many of us who are willing to continue removing old egoic layers and anything that is not in perfect resonance with who we truly are, in essence. This is a time of dramatic changes, opportunities to help us see the truth of who we are, of our relationships, of what we leave behind, and why it shall be that way, and the most important, what is coming into our lives. If we are courageous to live within an open heart and mind, as we cannot continue integrating, if our minds are closed to the changes that many not consciously understand, but that cannot be denied, for we are strongly feeling it in the depths of our being. A change we agreed to experience in our present incarnation and trajectory into a more illumined dimension. The Aries eclipse represents the bridge in this 9th transitional universal year for many of us who are finally embracing a new beginning. As what we see as endings are often new beginnings, we just have to see the seed that is growing, not what is being dissolved. Many of you are fighting the new awakening that is taking place within yourselves as we continue transiting into a new harmonic dimension. Do not fight the shift or rush the process. As you know, all suffering comes from wanting to change what we cannot. Our soul travels faster than our human mind and body. Let your body and human mind assimilate the many changes you are experiencing at divine timing. We may not want to recognize we are changing, as it is hard at first, that we no longer wish to remain in the same relationships, living in the same place, in the same old ways, and it may take time for us to adjust. But in truth, when change knocks at our door, we cannot deny it for long. We have to learn how to embrace it and adapt to it until we love it. As you grow in your mission, the same will occur. You will no longer feel like remaining in a job you can no longer coexist with. Do not fight the discomfort that being in jobs you no longer wish to do or anything that no longer resonates brings to you. Observe from a neutral perspective. Listen instead of acting impulsively. Do what you can do at this time for yourself and all, and leave all desire to control where you are going. Focus on inner healing, peace, and reconnection, as the more you realign to your soul, the more directions and transmissions you will receive to know all you need to know to change direction, and that no one can tell you. The acceleration in our ascension process that many of you are deeply undergoing can cause desperation and impatience between your human desires and your soul ones. We cannot accelerate it in our human way. We can only adapt to it gracefully and lovingly, surrendering to God's call and His timing, not ours. The path of patience leads to our desired outcome. The path of desperation leads to a path of sorrow, as guides remind us during this transitional time. May you surrender to the divine will and all the blessings that await you if you trust and remain in your heart. Have a loving and revealing passage. With an infinite love, NataliaAlba.com. And today from Divine Brother of the Light, Diego E. Berman, Ph.D., the first solar eclipse of the year, closing the eclipse corridor with a potent X-solar flare, March 29th, 2025. Dear friends, today's solar eclipse marks the official closure of the 2-week eclipse corridor energy vortex that opened on March 14th with the lunar eclipse. The closure of this eclipse corridor has been accompanied by an impulsive X-solar flare that took place yesterday during the pre-shadow of today's eclipse. As millions of people around the Earth connect today with the solar eclipse, we are creating an important energetic momentum for individual and global transformation. The light codes of this eclipse passageway will be working within us for months to come. The assimilation of this eclipse passageway information will continue taking place intensively in our energetic fields for a few days as we transition into the energies of April. However, the physical manifestation of these changes into our realities and timelines may take a while, depending on each individual's journey. Throughout this eclipse corridor, you may have received information that is already triggering inner shifts and recalibrations within your systems. That said, with planet Mercury now in retrograde motion in Pisces, it would be advisable to keep meditating and pondering on any big changes and decisions until we move into the more stable energies of April. Give yourself a few weeks to truly feel, embody, and gain confidence about the shifts you want to make on your journey. The next eclipse corridor will take place later in the year, opening on September 7th, with a total lunar eclipse, and closing on September 21st, Equinox Day, with a partial solar eclipse. All eclipse corridors are energetically connected and create a grid of energetic transformation through time and space around the planet. Personal issues you may be releasing and healing at this time may find a new opportunity for deeper processing from a different perspective later in the year. Our human evolutionary journey continues. As we are exiting the eclipse corridor, the powerful X 1.1 solar flare has unleashed its energetic force upon us. This celestial event right before the eclipse is like a cosmic alarm clock, jolting our bodies and minds awake. This electric energy is amplifying our emotions and heightening our sensitivity to the subtle energies that surround us. Some may feel the effects as a tidal wave of fatigue, while others may experience a surge of creativity and inspiration. As our DNA is upgraded and our energy centers, chakras, are activated, we are being called to anchor this intense energy and harness its transformative power. The upcoming full moon on April 12th in the sign of Libra will bring a much-needed wave of balance and stability that will allow us to enact the changes triggered by this eclipse corridor with confidence and purpose. Stay tuned for more updates as we transition into the energies of April in just a few days. Happy Eclipse Day and Eclipse Corridor closure. See you on the other side. Much love. We are one. From DiegoBerman.com. And today from Ascension Lightworkers to the Ascension Lightworker Collective. The new moon and solar eclipse happening on the 29th of March will bring significant shifts in life, leading to effortless manifestations. This is a new moon that will be closer to Earth than usual and pass close to the sun, momentarily disappearing from view. This event marks one of the most powerful shifts of 2025 to date, elevating personal life on various levels. It is an ideal time to reshape ascending self to establish new Earth goals. Energetically expanding into new opportunities allows for the letting go of past self, embracing a new chapter, and stepping into a more fortunate and blessed phase in your ascension journey. The powerful solar eclipse in Aries, the 29th of March, marks a time of planetary reset, reprogramming, recalibrating for new beginnings. Because Aries is ruled by Mars, it can potentially lead to relationship tensions, unexpected shifts, and surprises. There will be a stronger need for inner balance and harmony, identifying areas of stagnation, consciously navigating the path forward. As you reach higher states of consciousness and new Earth's energy, you will no longer need things to be sugar-coated. You will appreciate the truth because you know this is how you evolve. The most evolvement will come with facing and accepting the truth of all things and in all people. In new Earth energy, the starseed's preferred way of being is peace. This aspect of life will become a top priority in all areas of life. Peace regulates and stabilizes the ascending human being system. Self-love is key in New Earth. Prioritizing, aligning with higher self-guidance, trusting in the higher heart space for a balanced and meaningful life. Change is now imminent, trusting in the process of ascension and self-discovery during this highly transformational time here in New Earth energy. The influence of fiery Aries may be triggering intense emotional purging and healing for many. This process involves processing past grief, losses, and engaging in deep psychological clearing. Aries eclipse energy is unveiling repressed emotions, such as any lingering anger, resentment, and sadness, to develop full liberation from past pain, with old wounds possibly resurfacing for deeper level healing and internal transformation. Aries energy activates karmic consequences and completions, serving as a sobering reality check, encouraging the ascending on this planet to face many truths, to remove illusions that may still be running and sabotaging self in the background. This is a highly sensitive time, urging all to break free from lingering addictions, toxic patterns, illusions of the way you want things to be. letting go of false hope and unhealthy connections, friendships and relationships for a fresh start in the month of April. Taking the best and loving care of the self during this planetary major reset, allowing space for emotions to flow, releasing heaviness and purifying the inner heart space. Starseed souls visiting Earth for its transformational purpose possess the required skills and tools to shape their preferred reality by harnessing energy to manifest new life and self-desires, using self-power wisely by focusing on positive intentions and approaching Earth's changes with love and in higher levels of perception and understanding. Ascending loved ones are releasing all worry from their human systems and experiences, resulting in strengthened trust on this ascending journey, and for manifestations to be delivered right on time, trusting that the way things are naturally unfolding is for the highest good of all, even if we cannot always see it otherwise or feel we can control it. Letting go of the outcomes is a must, expressing gratitude as it is already destined to be, courageously aligning with truth in your heart center. Allow yourself to feel the stillness within, to let your inner self guide you and connect with your higher conscious thoughts, visions, and feelings. Trust that courage resides within, and by aligning with the heart's desires and soul's strength, you will unlock your full potential and become intensely focused on personal and collective evolution, expanding in cosmic light to shine brighter, to fulfill the collective purpose by anchoring and radiating positivity. As we move into April, the ascending can expect some much-needed relief in ascension symptoms. Acceptance empowers the self to make new choices, to unlock infinite potential. Acceptance is about acknowledging without necessarily agreeing. In 2025, embracing acceptance is important to experiencing the year as a time of major transformation, rather than seeing it as a personal struggle or sacrifice. When the conscious self is evolving to the higher self, the ascension path may seem lonely at times. Self is shedding so many old and outdated energies that no longer serve or match the frequency of the higher calling and destiny, as it is all connected. Self's gifts, abilities, skill sets, circumstances, self-purpose, imperfections, journey, and destiny. It is molding and melding in accordance with higher self-awareness. The ascending are letting go of division, separation, and judgment, focusing on self-awareness and self-improvement. This enhances our collective unity. The ascending are collectively shaping a positive change in our transforming world. The focus moving forward is on self-acceptance. This plays a significant role and acts as a catalyst that leads to self-love activations. Legions of light beings have arrived to assist during New Earth's energetic upgrades, providing light and protection as prominent shifts occur behind the scenes. It's wise to disconnect from outer chaos and find moments of stillness each day. Spending as little as 10 to 20 minutes in nature promotes focusing on being present and feeling love within and around you. By taking this time for self, your deepest soul desires become much clearer in this ascension process. The New Earth energy emphasizes the allowing instead of forcing or controlling outcomes, leading many through a profound reset mode and internal recalibrations. Sensory overload activates rapid internal evolution needed for the external reality changes. This energy encourages recognizing true worth instead of settling for less. Major revelations are unfolding globally, revealing staged events that influence the masses. Individuals ascending are now revisiting not just their past lives, but their parallel lives playing out, realizing their multidimensional essence and existence. Higher self connections continue to strengthen, offering a higher perspective in these experiences and transformations. The recent weeks have brought intense transformation as well as possible chaos. As we enter the next month of April, some may feel the Earth energies either peaking or settling down. This next planetary phase promotes deeper reflection and refocusing, urging all to re-identify with the ascending self and to make necessary changes with undesired cycles and patterns. This is a time on ascending planet for new possibilities, to shift the inner focus into personal connections and developments, as many ascending now undergo significant spiritual evolution and DNA activations, and loving and devoted ascension service from Ascension Lightworkers. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Colleen Lemma, on Saturn Day, March 29th, we have a new moon solar eclipse at 9 degrees of fiery Aries, sign of the Ram, and first sign of the Zodiac. This is initiating new beginnings, fresh starts, and the actualization of different directions on our path forward. Aries is the spark of creation, the birthing point. What do you desire to create? We have moved through the clearing, purging, and releasing, guided by the full moon lunar eclipse on March 14th, and now we enter a new paradigm of energy. Aries' key phrase is I am, and is bold, passionate, zealous, direct, assertive, enthusiastic, independent, and pioneering. It is time to activate our truth, our dreams, our visions, our desires. We still have some time to sort out the past and tie up loose ends with Mercury, ruler of thoughts and communications, and Venus, ruler of love and relationships, still retrograde until April 7th and 12th, respectively. Tomorrow, Neptune, ruler of the spiritual realm, enlightenment and transcendence, is shifting into restless Aries for the next 14 years. We are in unprecedented times. The slow-moving planets that rule the collective energies are shifting one by one into new signs for several years. This will shift many things, both on an external level and on an internal soul level. Our consciousness is expanding, our bodies morphing, our spiritual gift magnified. We are leaving the old ways behind. Are you ready to step into a new future, a new paradigm, a new you? Take your first step forward, dear ones, with confidence and courage. You've got this. Blessings of love and light to all, from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, solar eclipse in Aries. It's the last of the eclipses in Aries for this cycle. An important beginning and an important ending rolled into one. Here's a cosmic wink to set you back on the path. A reminder of your strengths, a revelation regarding who you are and your purpose in life. Under this fast and furious energy, it feels like the rev of an engine before takeoff, or the moment you prepare to take a leap of faith. Soon there will be no turning back, so be sure before you commit. This is death and rebirth, a rapid process of change. An astronomical pep talk with a twist. Here's the kick up the backside you ordered, grins the moon as she dances across the face of the sun. Right now she's all sass and sparkle with more than enough confidence to share. She's half joking about the kick, but deadly serious about cheerleading your every next step. It's time to level up and embark on a new mission. Listen to your gut. Let instinct guide you back to the light. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 5, Red Overtone Serpent. Tone 5, known as Overtone, revs up today, kicking this wave spell into high gear. Its keywords, empower, radiance, and command, pack a turbocharged punch, amplifying whatever glyph it pairs with. If you're a Tone 5 native, you'll stride through today like it's your stage. But here's the secret. Every wave spell day syncs best with its matching number, so when your tone rolls around, you'll feel a click. No matter your number, Overtone's supercharged vibe is yours to grab today. Don't let it slip by. 144 continuing to quantum solar flash in. The day's glyph is Red Serpent, pulsing with instinct, survival, and life force. This is a deep coiled energy, complex and primal. Red Serpent embodies the shamanic art of transmuting poison. Face the bite, survive it, and emerge tougher. It's also the spark of Kundalini, that fiery life force simmering in your base chakra and the root, itching to rise. Enlightenment comes when it climbs, aligning all chakras from root to crown, a balance of earth and sky. Today's sensitivity runs high. You might feel raw, even sensual, as that inner snake stirs. Lean into it. Transmuting your struggles can leave you radiant and empowered. And today from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Overtoned Serpent, 5 Cheek-chan, Keen 5, 29th of March 2025, Radiant Life Force, Keen 5, Freedom, Liberation, Transformation, Keen 5 and Overtone, Tone 5, and 5-day total equal 555, Triple Freedom Code. Day 5 in the Red Mother Dragon Wave Spell, where we are incubating in the womb of creation. We are being guided to focus on nurturance and compassion for ourselves and others and our planet, realizing the importance of self-love and the giving and receiving of unconditional love in order to grow and flourish and be born anew. Today we are mindful of those that are living in fear and fighting for survival. In this climate of oppression and uncertainty, the Overtoned Serpent is bringing forth great healing through the actions of loving, nurturing, and caring for our kin in order to empower them so that they can become radiant beings. Tone of Creation, Overtone, Tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. The emphasis is on empowerment and radiance through the action of command. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. Today we are empowering ourselves and our kin through rising above the fear and battle to survive on this planet, through commanding back our power and sovereignty as free souls. We are able to reclaim our confidence, strength, faith, and inner light, thus healing ourselves and others through our radiant divine light. Today's question is, how can I empower myself to rise above all fear and survival challenges, to become a radiant sovereign being and wayshower? Divine blessings for your radiant empowerment. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 5, Red Overtoned Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to survive. Commanding instinct, I seal the store of life force. With the overtone tone of radiance, I am guided by the power of space. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Sis Star of the Light, Victoria, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sis Star. We appreciate you and your continued support. And I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Julienne B, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Angel. We appreciate you and your support. And I'd like to also thank Divine Star of the Light, Stacy Goodwill, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Star. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're very grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at egolovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Not a Thing, for your pledge and support on YouTube memberships, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. And now we complete today's transmissions with a powerful prayer for the solar eclipse and new supermoon in Aries. Divine source of light and renewal, as the sun and moon align in sacred shadow, I stand in the stillness of this cosmic threshold, ready to release the past and embrace the fire of new beginnings. O great cosmic flame, ignite my soul with courage. O sacred moon, illuminate my inner truth. O solar gate, open the path to my highest destiny. On this new supermoon in Aries, I call forth the power of bold creation, the will to step into my divine purpose, the strength to break free from limitation. I surrender all that no longer serves me, burning away the old in the alchemical fire of transformation. I awaken to my inner warrior, standing fearless, sovereign, and free. I am reborn in light. I walk with clarity and power. I embrace the new cycle with trust and passion. By the fire of Aries, by the mystery of the eclipse, by the infinite love of the divine, so it is, so it shall be. Thank you very much, divine beloved beings of light, for joining us today. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and restful day tomorrow on Sunday as we continue our journey through the ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.